When you're going through a health crisis, I know I tended to feel very vulnerable. I had a loved one's health and life in my hands, and I wanted to make sure that I could entrust their care to someone that I respected, that I felt confident in, and I was always able to feel that way when I was at St. Luke's.
Oh, I love this lady.
Yeah. Oh,
Seriously,
and I love this lady.
They truly cared. They not only cared about the health, the physical health, but they cared about the human spirit as well. They get that how we hold what's in our life creates how we heal.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
So St. Luke's has been our family's hospital my entire life. It's been my father with chronic illnesses, and then years later, my husband Dewey was diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia.
Dewey was a wonderful man, and we obviously grew close over the years. He had a lot of infection problems. At the drop of a hat, he would get germs into his bloodstream and become what we would call septic, where the blood pressures are low and patients have fevers and are clearly not well.
He was hospitalized over 30 times in 3 years. I mean, I spent the month of July 1 year at the hospital.
What you try to bring to work each day is obviously the best medical care you can render, but then to try and deliver it with a human touch.
Dr. Buggy was like a life ring to us. He had given me every phone number he had so that I could reach him at any hour of the day.
It was on a Saturday morning when Nan's father's funeral was scheduled.
It was 5 o'clock in the morning and Dewey spiked a fever. I called Dr. Buggy and told him, I've got an issue and it's my dad's funeral. He said to get Dewey in the car and he'd meet me at the Vince Lombardi Clinic. Dr. Buggy administered fluids and antibiotics and we got him stabilized. We decided it was safe for me to leave to go to the funeral.
Dewey had very much wanted to be at Johnny's funeral because they were very close as well. I looked at him and said, I'm going to make you a deal. And he said, what? I said, if you can keep your blood pressure up over the certain number for the next 2 hours, I said, maybe we can make this happen. And this little glimmer in his eye, and then it became two guys trying to hatch the plot and carry it out.
So I was sitting in the pew in the church with my mom and my siblings and family, and all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I caught my husband walking down the aisle in a full suit of clothing on Dr. Buggy's arm, coming to be with me.
And I held him with one arm, but I walked him down, and then we walked right in front of Nan. And you know how the ads say the look was priceless? It really was.
And the most incredible thing about this is I had dreaded my father's death my entire life. And this man, through this incredible act of kindness, had turned this dreaded moment into an absolute miracle for me.